So this is a pretty special day for me. We're back on Devil's Lake here, and if you follow social media, you've probably seen Spencer Deutz. He does a lot of really cool kids fishing opportunities, kids fishing events, really active in the community of Fargo, getting people introduced to fishing. And one of the cool things he did an essay contest. And we agreed that whoever won the essay contest would come out, fish on Devil's Lake with us. We'd film a show, film an episode, and the lucky winner is Raemi. And I tell you what, how long did you spend on that essay?
About like 30 minutes.
Well, I tell you what, you did a really nice job with it, and that's going to be the story today. Kids fishing, getting kids fishing. So maybe just some tips and tricks as far as getting kids fishing, because I tell you what, all the years that I guided, a lot of families, a lot of kids, and I mean, it's probably one of the most impactful things that you can do is, if you love to hunt, love to fish, if you love to spend time outdoors, is just get the next generation involved. And so it's going to be a fun day. Hold the rod up and reel in slow. There you go. There you go. Yep.
This one's a strong one.
Yep.
This one's hard to get.
Oh yeah, you're there. I'm going to angle us out here. You're doing great. Hey! What do you think of that? We're going to have to put you on the A team.
I grew up fishing with my dad, and when I was a kid, he got me involved in fishing. So about 15 years ago, we started doing youth and family fishing clinics. I think 2009 was the first year that we did one. And it's turned into something that we never expected. We just teach the kids about on the water safety, aquatic nuisance species, how to tie knots, fish identification, that sort of stuff. Now, we started off 1, 2, 3 a year type thing, you know, 10, 15 kids in a clinic, and now we're doing 10, 15 clinics a year. Last year we were very fortunate enough in 2023 to have Scheels in Fargo come on board, and they felt the need that we could educate more kids in the community by partnering with them. So we hold 5 youth family fishing clinics at Scheels in Fargo every year now, 50 kids, and they learn about fishing.
Great job.
Think Dad would like them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nice work. You know, so when we first planned this event last winter, you know, you picture or imagine, you know, bluebird skies, calm seas, biting fish, you know. Obviously you hope for good weather, and then you have to pick a date ahead of time. And so we picked a date, and you know, the weather's been all over the board. We've had all kinds of rain and wind lately, and you know, just hoping that it's a manageable day, because you know, a lot of this stuff can be so hard to reschedule. And sure enough, you know, the day comes and wind forecast is for 15 miles an hour. It's probably cranking past 30 miles an hour. And I tell you what, whenever you have those strong winds, tough winds, it's just a battle, you know, as far as, you know, trying to pick your battles, finding areas, bites that are out of the wind, or at least protected enough where you can control the boat. Then obviously controlling the boat when it's that windy is just a battle, you know, just trying to fight all day. And so it was just a blessing today where I could just focus on running the boat, and Spencer, he's helping running the rods, and Raemi did a phenomenal job as far as just, you know, getting everything done, you know, handling the fish, handling the rods. I mean, we were a team, and I tell you what, it's a team that I would ride into battle with any time. I mean, just a great group of people, and I don't know if there's too many things that I enjoy more than watching kids catch fish. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice walleye, Raemi. Nice walleye. You know what? You handle those fish like a pro, Raemi. I'm impressed with you. You catch on fast. Nice work, Raemi. All right. I'm proud of you. The old butterfly blade.
You want to put them in?
All right.
Slide them right in there.
That's a nice batch of fish, Raemi. I'm just going to leave the live well lid open just so I can admire your catch. That is a beautiful batch of walleyes. I got one for you here. This is a good one. All right, there you go. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Look at that. That's a nice one, Raemi. Oh! Hey! Nice job! Nice work. You have a beautiful limit of walleyes in the live well here now. Raemi, we're gonna have to put you in for a raise. My goodness. You're gonna need your own TV fishing show when you grow up, you know what?
When we partnered with Scheels, we spoke with them and we thought it'd be a fun contest for all the kids that come to the Scheels clinics to write an essay on the clinic about what they learned. At the end of the season, we piled all the essays together, we read them all, and we chose a winner. I reached out to Jason Mitchell to see if he would be interested in having the winner come out for a day of fishing with him and film an episode with one of his shows. And without hesitation, he jumped right in and said, absolutely, let's do it. And today we just had a great day on the water. We had Raemi was our winner, and she probably caught over 40 walleye. So it was just a great day, a great essay, and thanks to Raemi for coming.
Okay, now we gotta let them go. So you kept your limit, and so now it's fun fishing, which it's always fun. It was fun before, but.
Right? You want to let them go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
That's a beautiful fish. Raemi, is that one of the biggest walleyes you've ever caught?
Yeah. You want to picture this one too?
I'm going to take a picture of you here.
I wrote it about my fishing class that I took with Spencer. And then I wrote this. I took a fishing class because I wanted to learn about fishing. Spencer taught us how to hook the leech, worm, and the minnow. He also taught us what to bring for safety, like life jackets, fire extinguisher, floating device, and first aid kit in the boat. He told us how important it is to bring an adult because they need to operate the boat. And because I'm a minor, Spencer explained why it is important to get the zebra mussels off the boat and trailer, because if you keep it on and you go in another lake, the zebra mussels will go in the other lake. So we are spreading the zebra mussels with another lake. We will always have to drain the water out of the boat when we go off the water. In North Dakota, you can catch 5 walleyes. In Minnesota, you can catch 6 walleyes with one over 20 inches. He taught us all the kinds of fish like walleye, northern bass, perch, and crappie.
This is fun. That's a good fish. Hey, all right. Nice work.
Nice job. Look at that, the hook came out and everything. Let's set that down right there. Perfect.
Great fish, Raemi.
That's a deep one. They're stuck in.
Yeah, right in there. He wasn't getting away, was he?
No. That's why it was hard to pull, because it was deeper in. And he was heavier.
All right, we gotta let him go because we have our limit.
Okay.
So when we're using bottom balsers, a lot of times I'm just using like a 10-pound fire line for the main line, crankbait snap. I like to use just the wire bouncers that have the eyelet. That way I feel like there's a little bit more sensitivity. And one thing I'm doing is I'm shortening up my snells, because it seems like if you make any kind of bottom contact around these rocks are covered in algae. And so if you touch the rocks, touch the bottom with your hook or your presentation, you just get fouled up with just a slime that grows on the bottom. But what works really well is just these butterfly blades with a float when you're dealing with rock and algae. And so that float keeps everything up off the bottom. These butterfly blades turn at a lot slower speed than a spinner. And why that's so important, especially when you're fighting and struggling against strong winds, is every time you turn the boat and slow down, this bottom bouncer can almost come to a stop, but that's not going to sink down to the bottom. And so it turns at really slow speeds, and that float just keeps that presentation up off the algae, because with these rock bottoms, and especially in, say, 8 to 12 feet of water, they just get covered in slime come midsummer. And so butterfly blade with a float, short snell, bottom bouncer, and as a rule of thumb, you're using 1 ounce of bottom bouncer for every 10 feet of water as a rule of thumb. And so if you're in 10 feet of water, you get away with a 1 ounce bottom bouncer. 20 feet of water, 2 ounce, 30 feet of water, 3 ounce, and so on. And so real simple presentation that accounts for so many fish on so many lakes, but especially Devil's Lake.
Oh, I got something.
There you go. That's a better one. Okay. I'm gonna put us in neutral here, and I'll try to push the bow forward so we get turned around. Okay. Nice job. Hey, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Gonna need a player for that one.
Yeah. We got like right through.
It did. So then you just kind of twist it just like that.
Okay.
Good?
That's a
That
big
is
one.
just perfect.